Hello, my name is Alexey. In the previous video tutorial, we create responsive multi-language online store from scratch and upload it to the hosting. In my blog, there are free video lessons about different objects for website X5. For example, you can find out about additional gallery and image objects. In this video tutorial, we will see how you can change the style of different page elements. We will also look at how to add tracking code to collect statistics and integrate external slider on the page of your website. Let's create some simple text object, insert some text and make it bullet list. Let's see. For example, let's make these bullets red and text leave like this, black. I prefer to use Firefox. Let's check this element. You can see HTML tags, it's Lee. Also, you can inspect site in built-in browser. You can see the same picture, but I will go back to Mozilla. To know what exactly changed, you need to have some knowledge in CSS, but if you ask me or someone else how to change something and I or another person will tell you to insert some CSS code, you will need to do this. Go back to Program, Map, find your page, then go to Properties, then go Expert and find, for example, before closing head. For example, let's make it red. So we can insert this code, but not like this. You need to insert it in tags styles, open and close tag. Let's see result. It's become red, but we need to do this black. So one more CSS rules. If you don't see changes, you need just to refresh the page. Just press Ctrl F5. You will see the changes. So, my advice to you, make some notice. For example, like this and like this. In the future, you will see what exactly this code means. Let's also see. We have this object, this page. We can see red bullets, black text. Let's copy this object to next page and see the result. The text and the bullets are black. For example, here we can see red and here we can see black. So, what we need to do to make these styles work on every page? We don't need to copy it on every page. For example, we just cut it from here. Now it's black on every page. And we go in Settings, Advanced, Statistics SEO and Code, Statistics SEO and Code. Here we can see the same tabs. We insert it here, saving the project. And now let's see the results. Red, black. Also red and black. If you passed some code here in Statistics SEO and Code, it will work for all sites. But if you want to work this code just for special page, you can insert it in special page. Also, let's see at our site. For example, pizza order. Let's add some pizza to the cart and go here. Let's see the example how to change width of this field. For example, move here, inspect element. We can see X5 coupon code. We can test our styles. For example, wide. Yes, it works, so we can copy and we can see this page here, shopping cart, here is properties, expert, and we can insert it here, but we can also use this section and add some notice. Now the width is changed, so in this way you can add any CSS style you like, or if you ask someone and he said to add it, now you know where to add it. Also, if you have a lot of styles, you can make your own CSS style file and connect it to the program. Let's see what I mean. If we look to source code, we can see our styles here. That's not very good. It's better to move it to special file CSS, for example, like this. Let's cut this. I use free program Notepad++. We don't need styles here. You can set any name, but you need to choose CSS. Save it. Move to the program and click Add button. Choose our file, but if we won't check this, it won't work. Let's see. Yes, the field not so wide. Also, our code don't work. Let's edit. Now it's work. Let's see the difference. We see our style here, and we don't see any styles here. So, if you have a lot of CSS code, do like this. Do not insert a lot of code here. Let's see one more time my example. Here is the color. You can use any site to choose color, for example, this one. Just pick the color you want and copy the code. Or you can use something like this. Clicking on the color and just copy the code. Then you can paste it here and change color in this way. I will remove this code, we don't need it. Let's go to another page. I will remove this one. Let's see how to insert external slideshow. First of all, we will create it in this free program. You can use any other program or online service. This is just for example. Add image. So here we can see slideshow. I will save it like this, no change. You can change another options, but I won't do that. Just publish in this folder. Here is some instructions what to do. First of all, we need to upload these folders on hosting. Let's see where we can find it. We can find it here. This is our slider folders. We can make this through the program. For example, here we can see ability to add not just files but folders. But I don't recommend to do this through these settings because you need to specify each file. That's too long. Let's see another way. First of all, we can copy this code and need to insert it between head tags. Here we can insert it, but as you can see, the path begins from engine 1 and engine 1. We will insert these files to another folder called slider. So I add slider to the path. This is very important. Next, we need to copy this and go to our page. Here we can insert this object. If we passed this, we also see that we have files. There is path start from data1, but we need add subfolder slider. There are a lot of such elements, and I prefer to do it like this. So copy this code, open Notepad++, insert it here, and let's change this value. Search, find, replace this value on this value. Slider. Replace all. Here we can see some replaces. Also, we need to replace this. Now copy this code, move back here, insert it, save it, but if we will look on our side, we won't see the slider. Nothing to see, because there is no such directory, no such files. Let's export our site to disk. I will export it in my local server, but is equal to upload it to hosting. This is our files. They will be in slider folder. Just move him. So we have path slider, data1, and so on. Copy. This is our root folder of the site. I'll just pass here our slider. So we have a root folder of the site, slider, data, just like we specify here. Slider, data, images, slider, data1, images, and here are our sliders. You can upload this folder to your hosting by FTP client, for example FileZilla or another similar program, or just with the help of file manager on your hosting. Now let's see our site here, and here is our slider. This is website X5 site, and this is external slider inside your pages. It insert not with the help of iframes, so you won't have any problems with search engines, and they can index these pictures like other pictures on your site. Now let's see how to add Google Analytics tracking code. We can use this function. We work with it with our previous video tutorials, but if you have another code, you need to go Statistics 7 code, go here and insert it here. We have open script tag and closing script tag. Let's see where can we see this code. Here we can see error because this is not our uploaded site. Let's see. This is our Google Analytics tracking code. If you have another script, you will need to do exactly the same. Just insert script, closing script, and here is your code, and it will be inserted in all pages of your site. But if you want it to insert it for specific page, do the same. Properties, and insert it here. In the following video tutorials, we will look at other additional objects and useful settings.